Hey scholars, it's me, Miss Cabezas. Just relaxing, taking a break in the corner of my room. Where do you like to relax? Your bedroom, living room, maybe the bathroom. We don't judge here. Anywhere you can get some peace and quiet. Well, while I was here relaxing, it got me reminiscing about last week's lesson, learning all about, thinking about, exploring, what was it? Sorry, you're gonna have to help me out. Can you speak up a little bit? What did we learn about last week? Huh? Louder? Oh, well, why didn't you say so? That's right, we were learning about different kinds of lines. So I want you to pause the video right here, list as many different kinds of lines you can think of, starting right now. Welcome back. Now, if you could list 2 different kinds of lines, I want you to pat yourself on the shoulder. If you listed 4 different kinds of lines, I want you to pat yourself on the head, pat that brain off. If you listed 5 different types of lines, I want you to give yourself a crisscross ew. If you could list more than that, then you just give yourself a big hug and say, I'm so smart. Yes, you are. So, something special happens when a line actually finally meets itself, becomes something new, becomes a shape. Everybody say shape. Shapes are actually an element of art. Everybody say element of art. Excellent. And these are the things, just like line last week, they're the building blocks of any kind of art making that you might find. So we are going to be thinking about how artists use shape today. But before we do, let's really get into the nitty-gritty. What in the world is a shape? I want you to pause the video right here, go to the link down below, and watch the 2 videos that I have listed for you there. When you're done, I want you to come on back so we can talk about what we learned together and get to making. Pause it right now, and I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back. Oh, I thought you'd never get here. That was really embarrassing. Well, anyway, so shapes. They are lines that are actually closed. They're lines that are closed. Make a shape with your hands. Good. Make a shape with your arms. I'm gonna give you a small one right here. Send your shape away. See ya. That's right. So a shape is a line that is closed. Shapes are also 2-dimensional. I'm gonna say 2D. That means that they're flat to the paper. There are also 2 different buckets that shapes can fall into. One is called geometric. Say geometric. These are shapes that are typically found in math. You see them all the time. You know their names so well. They're the shapes that always show up to the party. Like, oh, there's circle, and there's square, and ugh, don't talk to her, that's triangle. But then there's my personal favorite kind of shape, and they're called organic. Everybody say organic. Organic shapes are shapes found in nature. Where are they found? That's right. And these are the shapes that have no name. Think of the shape of a puddle. That's an organic shape. Think of the shape of your favorite leaf or favorite kind of tree or even your favorite kind of flower. Those are all organic shapes. And artists use geometric and organic shapes in many different kinds of ways in their art. And some have even created their own movements based on the way they use their shape. Just like, what's his name again? Oh yeah, Picasso. That whole thing called Cubism? Yeah, pretty big deal. And you may have even watched the video of the 2 artists speaking about Picasso's use of shapes. And he created his own art form called Cubism. Everybody say Cubism. Today we're going to do an exploration of the 2 different kinds of shapes using objects found around your home. So this is what I want you to do. You are going to find as many different objects as you can, or that your parents will allow. and I want you to do a tracing investigation. Everybody say trace. Trace means to follow the lines. So you're going to need a pencil, some paper, and then if you want to get really fancy schmancy, you can get any type of material, dry or wet, to add some color. So without further ado, let me show you how it's done. So how are you going to arrange your organic and geometric shapes on your paper today? Remember to share, to like, to take pictures, because I want to see. And until then, see you next week.